Amravati and in Andhra Pradesh. These farmers did not come back and say that we want our land back. They said we want our capital. They said we gave our land for the state, we gave our land for the 5 crore Andhrites for their future. So we want capital to be here. We don't want the capital to be moved anywhere. So a lot of emotion was there. You have seen visuals also behind me where farmers, especially women, were protesting peacefully. There was never a law and order issue. They were protesting peacefully. They were dragged with hair in the hands of the police. Pregnant women, were abused. They were beaten up, verbally abused. A lot of people use different words. Women of Amravati were called prostitutes. So they wanted to somehow ensure that this struggle or fight would not go forward. 1600 days, close to 1600 plus days, the farmers, the women fought for their right, their capital. It was not about their land, it was about the capital for the people of Andhra Pradesh. It was very, very unfortunate the way it happened. Women who gave up their land, farmers who gave up their land for the people of Andhra Pradesh were ill-treated. When they would go out, drones would follow them. 144 section was there for 5 years in and around the capital area. And then anyone who wanted to move in the capital area, even the residents had to show their IDs. So people felt humiliated more than anything else. The farmers felt humiliated, the women felt humiliated, but they never gave up their fight, they never gave up their struggle. It was a movement for Andhra Pradesh. 1600 days they fought. And as a political party and as NDA in 2024 election, we went with a clear message that one state, one capital. And we will do decentralized development. This was our single agenda that we have gone to the election. You have seen we have won with a 94% strike rate. Sort of 175 seats, we won 164 seats. In fact, it is people of Visakhapatnam who gave our MP the highest majority, where the so-called executive capital was supposed to come up. So the people of Andhra Pradesh overwhelmingly gave a mandate saying that we are not for 3 capitals, one state, one capital, and it has to be Amravati. That was the clear mandate. Now what has happened in the last 20 months is again, it created a lot of confusion and a certain amount of panic in the farmers saying, again we'll have to struggle, this is not right. So under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we took it upon us. We had a special session to pass a resolution for Amravati to be the sole capital, sole and permanent capital of Andhra Pradesh. We passed it, and thanks to the Honorable Home Minister Amit Bhai, we were able to bring it to Delhi, the bill, and we were able to get through the entire vetting process. And yesterday it was passed in Lok Sabha after debate, and today it got passed in Rajya Sabha. So now this gives a sense of security for all of us, for Andhrites. It's homecoming, because this is our 4th time of going through it. And it's very unfortunate that even after a clear mandate from the people of Andhra Pradesh, yesterday and today, the party that got 6% of the seats still walked out of both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So I would like to thank the citizens of India. They stood by us. They gave us a lot of strength. That's why all the Lok Sabha MPs, and as a minister I was there. We were all in Rajya Sabha, watched the entire session. And when it got passed, all of us stood up, and we expressed our gratitude to the nation, to all the political parties except one that did not support it. Everyone else supported it. So we expressed our gratitude, and it means a lot for us. It's homecoming, and now this will definitely put Amravati on a fast track, and all the private investments into Amravati fast track. And as all of you are aware, the Honorable Prime Minister, after India came into power, he came to Amravati and we did this restart of all the projects. So all the major roads, the Secretariat, the Assembly, the High Court, all the major projects are all restarted. We made a promise that 3 years from the day we did the restart, that the Honorable Prime Minister will come back and open the buildings to be used. And we are sticking to those timelines. But we're equally, if not more, excited about the private sector investments that will come and that will create jobs in Amravati. So I believe that this will give us a greater sense of confidence and trust. And it's a victory of for the people of Andhra Pradesh, and more so for the farmers of Amravati, who have sacrificed their land, who struggled a lot, who suffered a lot, and to the families who have also loved their beloved ones while they were doing series of dharnas to ensure that Amravati will remain as the sole capital. So I'd like to thank India for standing with Andhra Pradesh. And today in Rajya Sabha, speakers from all political parties really expressed this solidarity. And they had a very strong message that this is just the beginning of the support to Amravati, and that India will stand by Andhra. And if there's one thing I would like to tell the citizens of India, Andhra, as a new bifurcated state in 2014, we started with a 16,000 crore deficit budget. Yes, we do need handholding, no second thoughts about it, but I believe that it's handholding for one term. And then we will contribute back to India. Mr. Naidu is known for it, he's done it in the past. That's why people have re-elected him back as a Chief Minister. This is now his 4th term. And we will contribute back to the Honorable Prime Minister's vision of Vikasit Bharat being a Swarna Andhra Pradesh. So if media has, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
It's been reversed in even the capital was there that bill was passed, and then the 3 capital formation came, this idea. What's the guarantee that this will not be reversed in future when there is a group majority at the center and the state? That fear is always there, right? Is there any special clause because legislation can be amended anytime?
No, bills can always be amended. However, you need a majority to amend a bill.
Yeah, that's what. If
So
there is
today,
a majority in future.
Well, that I should leave it to the people of India to decide. Because honestly, there's a lot of emotions that is built around a capital city. And people of Andhra Pradesh have gone through a lot already. So today, all the political parties, except one, have stood by Amravati. And I believe that this will continue. I believe that it will not change. Because everyone has voted for Amravati to be the sole and only capital and permanent capital of this great state of Andhra Pradesh.
Did TDP make special efforts to reach out to opposition parties which are opposition to BJP? Like AAP supported and others?
We reached out to every party. I believe that's the beauty of Indian democracy. Then we explained the nuances of what we are trying to bring. We explained about what we have gone through as a state, what women and farmers, kind of suffering that they had to go through to get to where we are today. And then we requested for their support, and if you've seen it, unanimously we got their support.
So what's been the progress so far as far as Amravati capital is concerned, and how much central fund has come into and how much more you are expecting in the future?
See, the mandate is very clear from the Honorable Prime Minister is to build a world-class capital city. And today, if you look at it, we will raise both private capital and public capital. As in, there will be private sector investments and there will be government investments that go into Amravati. So the current stage is that close to 50,000 crores worth of works have already been tendered out. And then on a weekly basis, the Honorable Chief Minister himself monitors it. And we intend to finish all these works in the next 2 years before the Honorable Prime Minister comes and, of course, inaugurates everything. So the trunk infrastructure will be done, the core seed capital will be done, the government buildings would all be done. And apart from that, we already have SRM WIT, BITS is opening up a campus, quantum computing campus is we are opening that also. So it's no longer just about a place of government, But then we also see this as a hub for education and also economic activity. So we see this as a driver of economic activity for the great state of Andhra Pradesh.
So by when this fully developed capital you foresee? By end of this term?
Absolutely. By phase 1 will be done by end of our term. No second, this particular term. No second thoughts about it. But then let's also accept one thing. See, a city will always grow. There's only a beginning. There's no end to growth. So cities will organically grow. But the way we have designed Amravati is to be a world-class city. The infrastructure that we're building is truly world-class. The likes that of what India has not seen. So I believe that it could be a model for how we should go about building new cities. Sorry.
Lokesh, first of all,
If I may.
So you said that you are in a world-class city. So will you follow the municipal governments? Will there be a third tier of governance, or will you go for a Noida like